Hello and welcome to Hooray. Today we are going to discuss the speaking component in the IELTS test. Let's look at Lesson 4. The approach for the speaking test is that it lasts for 11 to 14 minutes. There are 3 parts and every test is recorded. Part 1 is the general or self-introduction round, which is 4 to 5 minutes. Part 2 is cue card topic, where you can prepare for 1 minute and speak for 2 minutes. Part 3 is the discussion on the cue card topic, which is for 4 to 5 minutes. Let's look at the criteria for the speaking test. 1 is coherence and fluency. 2 grammatical range and accuracy. 3 lexical resource. And 4 pronunciation. Let's look at some strategies. You have to speak with coherence, frame proper sentences grammatically, and make sure you pause for only 3 seconds to the maximum. Use a formal tone and formal language. Speak with your natural voice. Please do not put on any accent. Be audible so that the examiner can hear you and that the recording can capture your voice. Use positive body language. Maintain eye contact and be confident. Smile in between when it's appropriate. This also reduces your tension and stress. Part 1, which is the introductory or icebreaker round, has general questions. The examiner would ask you questions about yourself, your home, your family, work, studies, interests, and so on. And this part lasts for 4 to 5 minutes. Some sample questions are: do you prefer to drink tea or coffee? When you go out, do you most often drink tea or coffee? When was the last time you drank some tea or coffee? Which is more popular in your country, drinking tea or drinking coffee? Do people in your country ever give tea as a gift? When people in your country entertain guests, do they usually offer tea or coffee? In part 2, which is the cue card round, you will be given a card on a particular topic. You have 1 minute to prepare. You will be given paper and pencil to make notes. You have to then speak for 2 minutes continuously. Ideally, it's good to keep speaking until the examiner asks you to stop. Here's a sample topic question. Describe a special occasion when you had a really enjoyable meal. You should say what the occasion was, who was at the meal, what you ate, and explain why the meal was so enjoyable. Then you have part 3, which will have follow-up questions, and you will have a discussion with the examiner. You will be asked further questions connected to the topic in part 2 in this round of 4 to 5 minutes. Discuss more on the cue card round topic, and formality is expected. Here are some sample questions regarding this topic. What do you think a healthy diet consists of? Which do people in your country prefer, traditional food or fast food such as hamburgers or pizzas? Do you think children should be taught about healthy diets and cooking at school? Why or why not? At what age do you think children should be taught to cook? What can be done to prevent poor people in the world from going hungry? Should rich countries help poor countries with more than just food? Here are some useful phrases which you can use while speaking. If you want to add information, use phrases like "what's more," "perhaps I should also mention," plus the fact that. If you want the examiner to repeat you can say, "Sorry, I didn't catch that." If you want to make generalized statements, you can begin with phrases like these: as a rule, generally, again and again, and so on. When you want to open a discussion, you can use phrases like these: well, in my view, there are one, two, main, and so on. I think it depends on. It's difficult to say because. I think there are a number of points or issues or questions. I would say that. If you want to illustrate your point, you could use phrases beginning with these. For instance, take for example, to give you an idea. Here are some useful tips which you could use to improve your language proficiency while speaking. Find an English-speaking conversation partner. Make sure to listen as well as speak. Use a mirror. Record your practice conversation and listen to it later again. Surround yourself with the English language. Practice with music and movies, first without subtitles, then with them. Watch and listen to audiovisuals in various accents. Practice speaking aloud. Here are some more useful tips. Begin by practicing on subjects familiar to you. Diversify your speaking subjects once you're comfortable. Practice phonetics. Pick up one sound of a vowel, then make a note of 5 similar sounding words and repeat them aloud. Pay attention to stressed sounds. Listen to English sounds. Learn word forms with new words. Learn new idioms and phrases. Translate a story or information from your language to English. Here are some interesting and useful vocabulary which you could use pertaining to food, etc. You can use adjective forms to describe food like sharp, acidic, bland, creamy, fatty, fruity, healthy, nutty, sour, spicy, sweet, tender, tough, oily, raw, and salty, and there are many more. To prepare food, you could use words like chop, peel, mix, slice, measure, bake, fry, steam, boil, simmer, and so on. You could use words which are used for cooking food utensils like blender, frying pan, colander, kettle, pot, and many more. I hope you have enjoyed the session on the speaking for the IELTS exam. Wish you all the best and keep practicing speaking. Thank you.